will also conceive in your womb. You will also conceive and bring forth a son, and you shall call his name, can be traced to Janja Fulani, connection Fulani. And that is why for many of the people who seek for success, many people are attracted to people who they think can connect them to their next big thing. 6 months before. Story of John, and you look at the story of Jesus when they are being defined in their spiritual identity before they're even conceived. You may actually say, what is the difference between these two? But then you come to hear, but now this one is something else. Because what favor gives you can never be matched by what men can give you. Can bring into your life. But never know how to activate the for you. You actually think like, well, so-and-so is this, and so-and-so is that, so-and-so is this, and so-and-so is that. So if so-and-so is this, and so-and-so is that, I can be able to move closer to them, and they will do this for me. Let me tell you, there are things that men can do, but there are things that favor can do. The things that men can do can never compare with the give coins. That is why you throw money in the thing, in the church. You feel like, well, the money I have and the things I have. Woo. Hello. I pity Christians. I pity Christians. I pity them because they have come to settle for a life that is devoid of favor. It is something that people cannot explain. Let us see what happens here. Now, you have to remember this. Zechariah Mary is not. Zechariah is in the lineage. Mary is not. Actually, Mary is not in the lineage. It is actually Joseph who is in the lineage. Mary is not. Come on. It is Joseph who is in the line. Mary is just betrothed. She's not even there. And so she asks, how can this be? And if you keep reading down, it says, the Holy Spirit shall overshadow you, and you shall conceive, and blah, blah, blah. And then verse 38, because I want to read 38 to 49, and then I'll teach to these things. That's why you come to church and it's that was preached and somebody conceived. It was preached, you shook your head and went back to do this. Your head and went back to do the same. The difference between you is that now, you see, I know that one has gone to Ghana. What God spoke to her, she now me, I am now the messenger. Now, if you want to hear God, hear me. Now I'm his messenger. I was not his messenger before. Now if you want to hear God, now hear me. You know, you have separated success and spirituality, money and spirit. So for you, you go to make money to come give to God so that God can help you make more money. But that is not how you work. He says, behold, and he says, let it be to me according to your word. And the messenger departed. When you walk around and see Jesus, it's because I had a message. I received a message. I conceived a message. I brought forth that message. And now, let it go down. Let it go down. Verse 39 says, no, Mary arose in those days and went to the hill country. How? With haste to the city of what? Judah. Verse 40 says what? And entered the house of Zacharias and greeted Elizabeth. Verse 41 says, and it happened when Elizabeth heard. Mary now is a messenger. Hey, you shall have. Mary goes to the house of a priest, and immediately what she has heard there, somebody is feeling it where she is going. Here, and then you will do an exam. That when I prophesy you will prosper, una believe me, after 32 days. You're not a messenger. You're not a messenger because you don't understand the force of favor. Because in the force of favor, you be carried. When I say you are healed, before the prayer, you have already become healed. And now Mary is starting to cause people are feeling things. And now, Mary said, be it unto me, according to your word. She took her things and went to Zechariah. The moment she arrived there, Elizabeth felt, oh my God, that baby in me has leaped. And Elizabeth, the one who was older, the one could get revelation. I wish somebody here could know that I am not preaching to you, I am activating you. I wish you understand the power of being a messenger. That you don't need to read the message, understand the message, then go and do exams for the message, and then pass the message, and then start seeing the results. You can start seeing the results right here, right now. You can actually leave the church and tell the people, hey, I will never be poor man. And people will be looking at you and saying, wewe, sina kujua, najua kwa. I have already received the message. Come on. It says here, are you? What has happened? She has become a messenger. The angel said, you are blessed amongst. Now she has arrived without introduction. Where has Elizabeth read the story of Mary? I have become a messenger. Now Elizabeth is shouting the message that Mary was told. Who are meandering because they are evaluating at what point will the bishop transition from teaching to prophesying, that somebody does what the Gabriel the messenger said unto Mary. May God find a messenger here. I'm telling you right now, I'm dealing with poverty in this church. I'm telling you right now, you know you're addicted to preaching because you think next Sunday with a sermon to encourage you. I'm dealing with poverty here. I'm dealing with deep-rooted poverty here. The problem is that your prayers get to February. As Elizabeth says, blessed are you amongst women. I wish I was preaching this to my Malkias. They would have changed our story. I wish somebody hears what I'm telling you right now. God is not speaking words. He's turning you into those words. Shouted. I pray that shall be you. I prayed for. That people can come near you and feel everything I pray for. Do you know why people hate me? Because everything they fast and cash for, they think I have it for not doing anything. They don't think I'm spiritual enough. They don't think I'm a good example of a man, a good example of a husband, a good example of a this. They think I make people want big things, live a lavish life. He's ambitious. He's whatever. That's the only reason people hate me. But when I read even envious of me, it is the people when they look at what people become. As humble, you call us proud because there is a message that's more. Look at this, is hours later. When did she become the mother of my Lord? Where is she getting this? Where is she retrieving? As long as you're trying to introduce yourself, 10 minutes, once it starts shaking, and Mary says, blessed is she who believed, for there will be a fulfillment. Where did it start? When it picks up an attitude. And Mary said, my soul magnifies the Lord. Verse 7 says, and only the Lord. And he says, not from tomorrow magnifies the Lord. Verse 7 says, and only the Lord. And he says, not from tomorrow, not from the next year. In 2,000 years ago, when God wanted a message to be carried on the earth, he looked for a word, came and found her the earth. He looked for a word, came and found her there. Here in the house, there. Here in the house became too small. I pray somebody here, the house became too small. I pray somebody here will listen to me. Can do. There are things people Holy is his name, and his mercies on those who fear him. From generation to generation, he has shown the strength of his arm. He has scattered the proud in their imagination. He has put down. This is Mary speaking. This is not an angel. This is Mary saying, my God, there are people who imagined and dared to say, I don't see a house. I don't see this. How can these people be? But God is saying, I will defy your imagination, because God is not looking to give you a message. God is trying to turn you into a message. Can you hear? He's not trying to tell you something. He's trying to make you something. He's not trying to tell you something. He's trying to make you something. Before the house, before the car, you've become a message. We are the house of more. Now, you think you need to get more for you to become the house of more. But there is another crazy person like me who, the moment we declared we are the house of more, they made themselves, I am more, I am more, I am more, I am more. So I cannot just be waking up, brushing my teeth, getting in a car and going to a job. I can do more. I can start a business. I can start a school. We are the house of more. So where is my more? I can do this. Because you will pray until you die. Because when you're praying, you think it is your favor that will be as bumpy as the back of a crocodile.
That's true.
Toothpaste jini to a Trident. Ziko tatu Kenya. There are people, you are looking at a person on whom the odds are always against him. Odds are always against him. The odds from their thrones, and can exalt the lowly. Because when God is just filled with good things and rich people are going empty, it's because I am a message. I am a message. I am a message. Every time you see me, I am a message. You will have to fix your grammar, because I am a message. I have the thing, and God constantly comes and helps me. God is looking for a messenger. He's not looking for a messenger. He's not looking for a message. He's not a message. He's not telling you news that by then yaje kesho niko hot. Most of the people don't love me. What is there to love about me? But what would you do if you were me? What would you do now? But I have seen the ones you've loved are to attain. He has helped his servant. That is what comes. But you know, we don't believe in messages. We don't believe in messengers. You will no longer see Gabriel. So if you walked 9 months later and found her pregnant, you'd be saying, Joseph, why is Mary pregnant?